Hey Stampin' friend, this is Darlene. Thanks for joining Darlene Stamps channel. My channel is about pumpkin and paper pumpkin, the kit, layouts, how to do designs, how to think outside the box, and giving you some ideas so that when you get this kit that you can have more fun than frustration. Let's say it's not really what you thought it would be. It's not really a fun kit. It doesn't really give you any kind of creativity juices. So let's dive in, because what I am going to do is take 3 months, basically March, April, and May, and I want to do a smash. So I'm going to create some ideas and just sit back. If you have your kits and you've not opened them, get them ready because I have some ideas for you. Stay tuned. So first off, I want to show you how I store them. I know I may have showed them before, but if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, you might want to think about it because there's some ideas that may help you in your crafting journey. So this is one of the small mini binders, and I just take the little page protectors that fit inside these. This is my January, and I put the instructions in there, which are just more for the picture, and the stamp. So I store those together. And so we're going to do the Memorable Meadows, and we're going to take a little bit of the Delicate Wings, the April, and then also the Best There Is for the May. And so I'm going to take all 3 of those, and a lot of us have extras, and my extras wind up being in boxes, and then I don't use them. So I did take the design from the Memorable Memories, and took the background, added some birds to it, and then did 3. So the base being Berry Burst, it's inside here, and then took a smaller piece, and then yet smaller, and then the front, and then just making one design and making a bunch of them. So I wanted to show you that from that kit. But this is from the DSP. So kind of when you're wanting to expand your kit, that's a great way of doing that. So I took the idea that I made from, if you watched my last video on the mini manly alternates, I used a vest. Well, I thought I would just take, and this is using March, May, April, and May. The May one being the sentiment, one being the paper, cutting the vest out, kind of making it more feminine with a little lacy pocket and the pearls. So that's one of the ideas. And then the other one, I just made the pieces so we can kind of build it. This is also using March, April, and May. This is a bigger size card, it's not the A2. And I had an extra piece of the DSP, but it kind of got swallowed up in that card. So I just took my layer, which was inside here, the garden green, and I want to make sure that I utilize the inside, because the cardstock is just very, very valuable to me. And so I will save those and use them for another card. But I'm going to put this down, and so I'm going to race through. Oh, real tip, I want to show you. So with some of the blades, and you may not be able to see, a little bit maybe there. Yeah, you see it's kind of frayed. So sometimes when your trimmer is not doing its job, it's going to give you some edges. Just use your fingernail file and it'll smooth up that edge, because before you put it down, if you find that you don't have a clean edge, just doesn't make it as attractive. And so I'm going to put that down. Looks like I need a little more. Okay. And then I can make my layer here. But part of the extras was just being able to use the card extras that I had and be able to, oh, I didn't get that all the way down. I did one side, didn't do the other side. Okay, got it. So now I have these pieces. This is from the envelopes from May. And then I had a cutout that I had saved from May. This is from March. And so all I'm going to do is just build and see what I like. That basically is how we're going to do that. And having the cards put in such a way where you can add a little bit more dimension to them kind of makes for a fun card, because now you're able to kind of give a little bit more. I don't know that I want that one there. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So this is where, fun stuff. Oh, with the vellum, so you know, and I'm looking for my tape. Oh, here it is. With vellum, don't use glue because it'll bulk up and it'll give you kind of like a puckering. So use your snail, and we'll put this on here. I think I'll put that right there, and I do like that one, so I think we're gonna put that one there. Anyhow, when I look at the pumpkins, people look at different hobbies and wanting to put together a easier way of crafting. So they'll get all the pieces and they'll buy all the supplies, and then come down to it, they lost interest. So pumpkin works out really nice because it does give you ability to use different styles, different sizes. And so this works out nice because now I can use up all of my pieces. Now that's going to be a little wet, but I'll let that dry. The next one is also using March and May, but I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape as my base. And then I've got a couple of them. Oh, make sure that you use your inside. When you use a dark piece, make sure to use your inside. Whoop, whoop. Boy, whew, green glue. Move it around. Fantastic. Okay, and then I want to get my piece out of here. In your ability to utilize the pieces from your kits, now you have the extra ones, which give you a little bit more variation, and you're able to kind of almost, you can use them up without feeling committed that, you know, this is what the style was, or this was the idea. And these really aren't what I would call out of the box, because all we're doing is layering. Okay, basic, simple. So this is the thanks that came from the add-on. And then I have my vellum in there. I've got the tree in there, and I want to put thanks right in there. But the wood green kind of gave it a little bit of an extra oomph that it didn't have in the kit. So that would be extra. And then putting in some variation, and I'll put the thanks down first because the tree might be a little evasive to our little plan here. But I really was glad that I added the that die, because it really is, it's nice to have a the ability. Oh, I think I may do that. Is putting a little bit more in our cards when we find that there's a design that we really like. I've seen some people that will paint the tree. It's a wood element, so it'll cost a little bit more to mail that because it's raised, but just a different idea. Then I have same thing. This one is March and April. So this comes from the Delicate Wings. So I'm using Mossy Meadow as my base, and this was that wonderful foil base that we had. And this will be my inside. So let me get that in here, because all of our dark ones, we want to make sure to have a place to write. And then I'll follow it up later with an inside for specializing it for my people. But when I was building this, I put a couple of sentiments in there, because when you're building a card, you may want to leave it blank. A lot of times I may leave something blank, and that way I can put I put heartfelt, I put birthday, different kind of birthdays. I put different kinds. If you're stamping, you might as well stamp a bunch. So I have a couple of the cutouts that I've had from my other kit. So I'm just going to build and see what I come up with and see if it's something that'll work for me. And I may want that. Oh, there we go. Okay. And so layer, layer, layer. I've got some butterflies. But these are from the delicate wings. So I think pumpkin, sometimes the designs that come are not maybe as, it's not really strike your fancy, or it's not the right color, or flat out doesn't really ring true, I guess, from the standpoint of there. So I think I do like that. All right. All right, well, I was able to settle on a design. So just using my extra pieces that come from the back of the layers, pulling that gold in for the bling, and of course the gold that comes in the little flecks, and some of my pieces that came in the butterflies. And this came from the part of the May in that set. So that was that one. And then part of the design, I think, really lends itself. This is March and May. Get my little notes of where it came from. But when I put together a set, I do try to use up all my pieces because I put so many alternates together. I wind up really maximizing my kit. So if you find that you're not getting enough design, definitely look and watch some of my past videos, because I can really add some more pop to your color. I'm going to be layering this. So this came from the wood grain manly. No. This came from the May, and I'm not quite in my level. So when you cut these envelopes, they're real thin. So you have to use a chopper. You can't use your trimmer. The trimmer will fray the edges horribly. So just saying, that's kind of the key. So I'll be right back, and I'll show you how I put this together. All right, well, I thought that I could do this on tape and talk it through, but then I got to where I'm trying to talk, and it's not happening on either end. So this one is the envelope from May, and I just ripped this to kind of give it a little bit of a layer, and then the white as my layer, the wood grain envelope as the second layer, and then using some of the pieces of vellum, some little embellishments. And then these are two pieces I used from the DSP from the stamp. And then this I raised and angled it. This came from the envelope as well. Then this one, I just used the basic beige, coming from the May and April. We're both using the basic beige as a nice base. But it really made this pop as far as the DSP. And then this is one of the vellums as well as the envelope as well. And then those trees. Then this one I wanted to show because one of the things that's nice is that when you can get out of the box and use bigger cards than the A2. So our layer system, let me go through the layer system. So we have the butterfly from April. I used my pieces already. That'll be our layer, and that takes up a lot of that space in that card. And then this one came in that kit, and I had popped out this. I've already used it. I layered the wood grain envelope in there. So that'll go on. And then I wanted a couple of extra layers, so I used the, actually, how did that, oh, there we go. Okay, so then this is my basic beige. That's going to go on to here. And then I have my gold or champagne. That'll be on there. And then I have my butterfly. Now, if you can see, I actually embossed. You can't always see it. Maybe. Okay, anyhow, I embossed this. So with the subtlety, a subtle folder, and that will go on to here. And so then you can see the layers, the gold, champagne, all come together. Let me just put it right quick and then it will stay on. But yeah, I had to pause because I'm sitting trying to talk through the video and then create. And I went okay, and then I got sidetracked. So it was just easier to stop, take a breath, make my card, show you that, and then be able to get back on track, because it was not ending up very good because I could feel my brain going on overdrive. So anyhow, but at least you hopefully get some ideas just utilizing all of our pieces, and then using this piece. Maybe the white. Can you see the white? I can't see it from my video if you can see that embossing. Anyhow, but I just thought that was a neat extra to put on that kit. And then let's pop that up and pop that up. So that gives that a new kind of look compared to the regular A2, having that a little bigger. So anyhow, those are just kind of the smash, getting kind of a couple of months put in together, being able to give you some ideas based on just some extras and how to utilize your kit. So if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you can see value and inspiration of getting the pumpkin. If you're not a pumpkin subscriber, be glad to be that source for you. And I'll put it in the description how to do that. So thank you so much. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.